There's no way that Kirk Frost is out there fighting for his life. And no, I'm not talking about social media dragging. I'm talking about a real-life hospital bed, prayers up situation, and you already know that things are never simple when Mendices Harris is involved. So what actually happened? Did Rashida Frost finally lose it? Did Kirk's past catch up with him in the worst way possible? Or is this just another brutal case of karma coming full force? One thing about Kirk Frost is that his name is always in some mess, but this time, it's looking bad. I'm talking ambulances, emergency rooms, and Rashida losing her mind. But wait, it gets even worse. Just before all hell broke loose, Mendices Harris was spotted lurking around the scene, and we all know how messy he can be. So what's the real story behind Kirk's life hanging by a thread? Did Mendices do something? Did Rashida finally snap? Or is there something even darker at play? The internet is going crazy over this, and trust me, you need to grab some popcorn because things are about to get hot. If you thought Kirk Frost was just another reality TV star involved in messy cheating scandals, think again. This time, things have taken a potentially fatal turn. His name has been dragged through the mud so many times that you think he'd finally get a break. But according to recent reports, things are completely insane. This isn't just some messy baby mama drama. Kirk has been hospitalized, and the mystery surrounding it is getting darker by the second. And guess whose name is being whispered in this whole situation? That's right, Mendices Harris. But before we dive into this shocking story, let's rewind a bit. Why have these two been at each other's throats for years? Because let's be real, Kirk and Mendices were never friends. Both have shady pasts when it comes to money and loyalty. But what really happened at that high-profile Atlanta event that turned a small grudge into a full-blown medical emergency? Let's go all the way back to the night everything went horribly wrong. Imagine this, a massive celebrity event in Atlanta. Flashing cameras, influencers, and reality TV. Stars everywhere. The whole night was glitz and glam until things took a dark turn. Mendices Harris pulled up, looking like he had something on his mind. Witnesses claim he and Kirk Frost were seen having a heated argument, and I'm not talking about a simple back and forth. Security had to step in before things got physical, and guess what happened just hours later? Kirk Frost was rushed to the hospital. Now let me ask you, is that just a coincidence? Because something isn't adding up. Sources say Kirk collapsed without warning. Some even whisper that he was struggling to breathe before passing out cold. And listen, this wasn't just a stress-related fainting spell. This was serious enough to warrant a rush trip to the ER with no updates for hours. And then, the real bombshell dropped. Rumors started spreading that Kirk was poisoned. Yes, you heard that right. The way this whole situation is playing out, it's looking like someone tried to take him out. The suspicious timing, the eerie details, the crazy theories, everything is pointing to foul play. And here's where things get even messier. Kirk and Mendices had a very public altercation. Kirk ends up in the hospital just 8 hours later, and no one is explaining what actually happened. This is way bigger than just reality TV drama. This is real life. And if these poisoning rumors are even half true, then somebody is about to be exposed. Stay tuned, because this story is far from over. And as you already know, the streets are talking. Anonymous sources, who always seem to have the juiciest details, claim that Kirk Frost was experiencing strange symptoms before he collapsed. Some say he felt lightheaded. Others claim he was sweating excessively. But the wildest rumor? Kirk might have been given something that caused his sudden breakdown. Now, whether that means poison, drugs, or something even darker, nobody knows for sure. But Rashida Frost seems convinced that something shady went down because, baby, when she pulled up at the hospital, she was not there to play games. Rashida stormed into the hospital like a woman on a mission, demanding answers, screaming at staff, and calling people left and right. Witnesses say she completely lost it, and that's when things got even crazier. Someone leaked an alleged phone call where Rashida could be heard talking to someone in a very intense tone. And the part that has everyone raising their eyebrows, when she said, if they think they're getting away with this, but here's the real twist. Guess who has been dead silent throughout this entire situation? Mendices Harris. That's right. No social media posts, no prayers for Kirk, nothing. And let me ask you this. If you had a heated argument with someone just hours before they landed in the hospital in critical condition, wouldn't you at least pretend to be concerned? Mendices' silence is loud, and Rashida is acting like she's about to go on a full-blown revenge tour. Something is way off, and the internet is losing its mind trying to piece this together. And let's not forget, this all started with Mendices. Now, I'm not saying he did something, but his silence speaks volumes. And Rashida's reaction, it's making people question everything. And, oh baby, this story is far from over, because what's about to come next? It's even messier. We just got some leaked information that might blow this entire case open. If you thought this part was wild, just wait, because the next part is where the real tea spills. Just when we thought Kirk's hospitalization was the biggest shock of the night, new information has surfaced. And let's just say, it's not looking good for Mendices. If you've been keeping up with the drama, you already know that after Kirk's sudden collapse, Rashida showed up to the hospital like she already had a suspect in mind. And baby, according to some very interesting sources, she wasn't just making desperate phone calls. She was demanding security footage from the venue. That means she knows something. And if the rumors are even half true, someone is about to be exposed. The argument between Kirk Frost and Mendices Harris was far worse than anyone expected. Forget a little back and forth. Witnesses say that at one point, Mendices got so close to Kirk's face that it looked like he was threatening him. And then, boom, there was a drink exchange. Yes, you heard that right. Kirk was seen drinking something shortly after their heated confrontation, and within minutes, he was dizzy, sweating, and barely able to stand. Now tell me, is that a coincidence? Because the internet sure doesn't think so. Social media exploded with theories, and the internet detectives wasted no time digging into the details. Some people lost their minds, pointing fingers directly at Mendices, saying he put something in Kirk's drink as revenge for a secret feud that nobody knew about. And let's be real, these two have never been friends. Remember how Mendices always mocked Kirk's business moves, and Kirk never trusted him. Was this the final straw? But oh baby, the plot thickens because some insiders say this wasn't about power or money. It was about a woman. Apparently, there were rumors that Kirk and Mendices were secretly involved with the same woman, and when Mendices found out, things got ugly. Now, the identity of this mystery woman is still unknown, but guess who reportedly knows everything? Rashida Frost. That's right. Her rage at the hospital, her desperate phone calls, it's all making sense now. And if this is really about a woman, then this story just took a dangerously personal turn. But wait, there's also a crazy theory that flips the script completely. What if Kirk wasn't the victim? What if this entire hospitalization was a distraction from something bigger? Remember, Rashida and Kirk's businesses have been struggling lately. Rumors of failed investments, lawsuits, and serious financial problems have been swirling. Could this mystery hospitalization be a carefully planned move to shift the narrative? At this point, anything is possible. And just when we thought we heard it all, a leaked phone call surfaced that might just blow this entire thing wide open. Apparently, Rashida was caught whispering into her phone, pacing the hospital hallways, sounding like she was plotting something big. Nobody knows who she was talking to, but the shadiest part, she said, "We have to keep this quiet until we figure out what needs to be kept quiet." Now, what needs to be kept quiet? And then, just before hanging up, she drops the most chilling line of all. "They're watching everything. We can't make a mistake. Who is watching? What does she know that we don't? And why does it feel like this is about to take an even darker turn?" Ever since the rumors started spreading, Mendices Harris has been strangely silent. No Instagram posts, no prayers for Kirk, and not even a shady clapback. And let's be real, if you're being accused of something serious, Wouldn't he be out there clearing your name? But instead, Mendices has vanished. And here's where things get even more suspicious. Someone claims they saw him leaving Atlanta in a hurry, catching a last-minute flight out of town. Now tell me, why would he do that? While Mendices remained silent, Rashida Frost finally broke her silence on Instagram, posting a mysterious message that sent everyone into a frenzy. She wrote, "People will always show you who they are when they think no one is watching. I see everything, baby." Now, this isn't just some random inspirational quote. This sounds like a warning. It's as if she knows exactly what happened that night and is getting ready to expose someone. But who is she talking about? And could there be another player in this game of secrets that we don't even know about yet? Because right now, we are drowning in mystery and the questions just keep piling up. Let's lay out the facts. Why did Kirk collapse immediately after his argument with Mendices? What did Rashida mean when she said they needed to keep things quiet? Why is Mendices suddenly missing in action? And most importantly, is Kirk even safe? The latest update says he is still in the hospital under medical observation, but let's be honest, that could mean anything. But don't worry, because this story is far from over. Part 3 is about to shake the entire industry, because now we're stepping into the legal fallout, the investigations, and the consequences that are about to send shockwaves through the entire celebrity world. The theories are getting wilder, and just when everyone thought this was just messy reality TV drama, things took a very real turn. The police just got involved. But before we get into that, let's talk about what's happening at the hospital, because things are way worse than what we were told. A nurse allegedly leaked Kirk's medical chart, and it turns out he didn't just pass out from exhaustion like his PR team tried to claim. Tests reportedly found traces of something unusual in his system, something that shouldn't have been there. And then, everything changed. Suddenly, hospital security was on high alert. Staff members were being forced to sign NDAs, visitors were being screened, and rumors started swirling that the doctors called the police. Now, tell me this, why would the hospital bring in the police if this was just a routine medical emergency? And here's where it gets even shadier. Rashida was reportedly seen pacing the hospital halls, looking stressed out. Remember, she was already acting suspicious when that phone call leaked, but now it looks like she knows something big is coming, and she's trying to prepare for it. And she might have a reason to worry, because as soon as news broke that the police were investigating, Mendices finally spoke out. And oh, he is panicking. He jumped on Instagram Live saying, "I don't have anything to do with none of that. Y'all be so quick to believe lies. Excuse me, sir, nobody even said what the police were looking into yet, so why are you already defending yourself?" But wait, he wasn't done. He then added, "I ain't even talked to Kirk like that. Y'all need to stop reaching." Oh really? The entire internet saw you arguing with Kirk just before he collapsed, and now you want to act like nothing happened. But here's where it gets absolutely insane. A leaked police report just surfaced, and this investigation isn't just about Kirk collapsing. It's about a possible sit-up that was planned before the event even happened. And here's the real bombshell. Rashida Frost is now being considered a suspect too. Leaked text messages have just surfaced, allegedly showing a private conversation between Rashida Frost and Mendices Harris just days before the event. And guess what? They were discussing how to handle a situation before it got out of control. Now, here's the million-dollar question. What situation needed to be handled? And why was Rashida involved? Because, baby, this just went from messy drama to a full-blown crime story. And the biggest red flag, Rashida just made a major power move. She hired a lawyer before even making a public statement. Now, let me ask you something. If you had nothing to hide, why would you need a lawyer this fast? Meanwhile, Mendices is not handling this well either, because guess what? He flew out of the country. Yes, he booked a last-minute flight to Jamaica, and tell me that's not suspicious timing. In my opinion, that sounds like a man trying to dodge questions because, last time I checked, innocent people don't just flee the country when the police start snooping around. And let's not forget, He already has a criminal record, so if the police find anything on him, it's over. But wait, we're not done yet, because just when we thought things couldn't get any messier, a secret witness just came forward with new information. According to this witness, Kirk Frost was already paranoid that night. He allegedly told a close friend, "If anything happens to me, don't trust anybody." Excuse me, what? What did Kirk know? Who was he afraid of? And here's where things take a chilling turn. Remember that mystery woman everyone was speculating about? Well, it looks like she just posted something online, and now everyone is in a panic. We still don't know exactly who she is, but she posted a cryptic message that said, "Karma always comes back around." She should have been honest. And now, everyone believes she's talking about Kirk. Does this mean Kirk was hiding something? Does she know what actually happened that night? And is this the reason Rashida has been acting so suspicious? The questions just keep piling up, but one thing is for sure, the police investigation is still ongoing, and new details are coming out every hour. It's only a matter of time before the full truth comes to light, but the real question is, whose career will survive when it's all said and done? Because if these accusations stick, Kirk, Mendices, and Rashida might be caught in the biggest scandal of their careers. But if Kirk was set up, then someone is going to face serious legal consequences. And once those police reports become public, baby, it's going to be a disaster. So let me ask you, who do you think is really behind all of this? Do you think Mendices set Kirk up out of jealousy? Do you think Rashida is hiding something even bigger? Or is someone else pulling the strings from behind the scenes? I need to hear your thoughts, so make sure you drop your theories in the comments. Because trust me, this story is far from over. And you already know I'm coming back with all the tea, so make sure you're subscribed because, baby, this investigation is just getting started. If you don't want to miss a single update, hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications because we are covering every single detail. Now tell me, does Mendices look guilty, or is this all just a setup? And what about Rashida? What is she hiding? Is there someone else involved that we haven't even uncovered yet? Let's talk about it in the comments because trust me, this mystery is just beginning. And you already know I'll be back with more tea the second the next shocking revelation drops.